Alright, today we're gonna be doing Broken Roulette by noflix. This is like a rare exception for like the roulette, not because like I haven't played this, but because like this is the first, I think it's the first learning based map I've currently been trying to beat, because everything else has been pretty much pure skill based, and if not that, it was probably memory, because I do beat memory maps, like old memory maps, all the time. So this is the first like really not skill based or memory that I'm planning on beating. This is, and because of that, I'm not used to learning based gameplay, so I'm obviously gonna struggle a lot with this, but in the end, it's gonna help me get better at learning based gameplay, because learning based gameplay is kind of a big deal in the Geometry Dash community, so I'm gonna have to improve in this. I'm pretty sure this is a tier 3 on the GDLP, so I should beat this in about maybe half an hour. But because this is mainly learning and not like raw skill or anything like those other maps I've beaten, this is gonna be a lot more complicated. I was planning on doing Degenerate by Darwin, but there was way too much flashing lights and too much memory for me to get done easily. Like, I want this to be like I want the roulette to be relatively easy-ish until like the top 5, because the top 5 I don't really have that much of a choice. So I plan on doing like the ones I can get done quicker first, which makes no sense, but that's just the way I'm doing it. This is one of the harder maps that I'm beating for the roulette. I shall say, like, remember what I said about Crystal Corridor? I completely take that back. This is going to be one of the harder ones, because it's mainly learning based. Like, this is probably going to be I wouldn't say top 25, at least not yet. I would say this is a top 30, like 30 to 26. But like, I'm learning this really fast, so maybe not even. But this is really difficult for me, I shall say. Like space circles, that one didn't take me a while. This is gonna take me a bit to learn. I've taken 2 practice compared to like the 4 or 5 or 6 for the others, so this is gonna take me a bit, maybe a bit longer. However, when I take into account that I've only practiced this twice, it may actually be a bit easier than I may make it out to be, but who knows. Impossible wave part. Okay, I'm not surprised that I died there. That part is kind of difficult, I will say that. But overall, I think gameplay-wise, I like the gameplay. I like it. Definitely nice for weekly, but I've heard a lot of people dislike it, and I can see why, because the last wave and the last UFO are both a lot more difficult than the rest of the gameplay. I will say this is probably a tier 4 and not a tier 3 also, because like this is, but then again, I'm kind of biased. I'm not used to beating learning maps or like modern memory. Modern memory I'm not good at all either, but there is not that much memory in here, so I wouldn't consider it a memory map. I just consider it learning. Like, you gotta learn a couple things. Like, that last memory part is pretty much just learning. You don't need to memorize anything. You just need to see what part of the wave is green and what numbers you get, and then you're all good. There's really nothing sure, you do have to memorize it, the numbers, but it's pretty much just a learning based map with controversial gameplay, I shall say, because it's kind of split on whether or not this map is good. I've seen a lot of positive reviews on the GDDLP, but not on the Geometry Dash like comment section. I've heard a lot of bad things about the gameplay. I'm pretty sure the enjoyment here is like a 7, which is like the most common number for enjoyment you'll see on the GDLP. But then again, there's a lot of pros who play it, and they're like beginner-ish, so I can see why they give it a dislike. Alright, okay, 55. That transition is really rough, I will say that. I don't like most of the transitions because they feel a bit weird, but I like the gameplay. Also, it's learny, so I'm probably going to use that for every excuse. It's learny, etc. But, yeah, I like the gameplay, surprisingly, considering that I don't like 2.1 gameplay that much compared to 3.1.9 or 1.9. Or especially this kind of gameplay. I did not think I would like this kind of gameplay. Who knows? Okay, that one was not good gameplay, though. I will say that is not good gameplay. I understand why people do not like that UFO. Because it's a massive difficulty spike. Like, overall, this gameplay is pretty much just stuck at a 4 or 5. That, like, tier. But that part is pretty much a medium lemon. Like a medium lemon. But, whatever. I'm not gonna get mad because of that unless I die there multiple times. So, yeah, that's pretty much just what I think of this map. It's good, I will say. It did gain a lot of popularity because it's a Limbo knockoff or inspired Limbo thing. I wouldn't say it's necessarily a knockoff, although it does at certain times feel like it is. But overall, this is just, I like it. I like it a lot. I don't like the UFO, but I like it. So yeah, that's pretty much just what I'll think of this so far. But who knows, it'll probably change. Oh, come on. That transition is not good. Like, that orange part, lots of people do not like the orange part, and I kind of agree. The orange part is not good. Alright, that was Broken Roulette. I think I got the code right. I did get the code right. So yeah, that was it. That actually didn't take too long, but then again, this is like a learning-based map. You know what? Oh, you know what? No, I don't think this is sub 30 at all. This is not, that was not actually that difficult. I'm definitely overrated it. I like it. Not a medium lemon. It's just learning. I'll just say that right now, it's just learning. That's pretty much it. All the issues, it's just learning. I will say I probably put it a lot lower than I thought. I thought it was going to take quite some time, but under 100 attempts. Alright, well, it's time to generate 10 maps. We're getting into the final 10. I'm excited to see what we get. Let's go. Alright, it's time to generate 10 maps. So let's see what we get here. All I need to do is just draw 10. Not adding another page unless I already get something I've done. Like Theory of Everything V2, I've already done that. So I'll just generate 11 then. Because I've already beaten that. Oh wait, I've also done Atrocities area. That was something I also did. Alright. Endorphin Rush. That one kind of makes me want to play it because it's like more popular and it's a no. Tamman does not really, I don't really like Tamman maps that much. But you know what? I've heard a lot of good things about Endorphin Rush, so I might as well play it then.